1 year has passed since our lives and travel plans were disrupted by COVID-19. An NBC10 Response viewer reached out to us hoping to get his money back or credit for a flight he never boarded. What we learned could help you too.
Ming Chung and his wife Ruby were looking forward to a special celebration last spring.
I booked a trip for my wife and I for our 10-year anniversary to go to Thailand and Vietnam. And we found out, in mid-March that things were starting to get shut down in the area.
As the pandemic grew, they decided the trip would not be safe. The month prior to the vacation, Ming sent Eva Air an email canceling their flights and asked for a refund. But he says he didn't get a response from the airline, which is based in Taiwan.
I figure with all the communication issues, everybody's probably trying to do the same thing around that time.
2 weeks later, the email came from the airline saying it canceled the flight altogether. Ming says his money wasn't refunded and he couldn't reach anyone at Eva Air, so he contacted the credit card company he used to pay for the flight.
I reached out to Chase and, through their web portal, I submitted, hey, services weren't rendered. We'd like to get a refund.
That didn't work out as he hoped.
They said that, hey, we reached out to Eva Air and we actually will be refusing the claim because they said that you tried to cancel the flight.
Ming circled back with the airline on the phone and through these emails asking for his money back. The last response from the airline stated in part, "We don't received any payment from your credit card, so we unable process any refund." But Ming's credit card statement shows the payment went through.
Obviously, as a consumer, I'm at a loss to, what's the next step here.
He wrote NBC10 Response for help. We reached out to Eva Air and Chase and asked for their understanding of the situation. Chase tells us the airline declined to refund the fare, citing his cancellation. The airline tells us in part, "As you can imagine, we processed a huge number of refund requests last spring. Unfortunately, records of his direct contacts with our office are no longer available, but we initiated his refund last week as soon as we became aware that it had not been taken care of." After NBC10 Response brought this situation to the airline's attention, Ming got his full refund of $2,054.
Thank you so much.
If you need to cancel international travel plans, there are a few things to keep in mind. If the airline is operating a flight in the United States, it has to adhere to U.S. Department of Transportation rules. In Ming's case, he canceled the flight before the airline did. That means it's up to the airline to decide whether he gets a credit or a refund. If the airline cancels the flight before you cancel your trip, you are entitled to a full cash refund. If you run into a problem, you can always file a complaint with the DOT or give us a call at NBC10 Responds. The number's right there. You can also fill out a complaint form at NBC10.com/responds. We have now recovered more than $1,362,000 in money, goods, and services for our viewers. NBC10 Responds Travel Week continues tomorrow. We'll explain what you can do if the owner of a vacation home doesn't follow the rental platform's rules. That's coming up tomorrow at 5. Jim?